What if I told you that the 2026 Porsche 911 Turbo isn't just faster, smarter, or more luxurious than before, but that it might be the last of a dying breed? A machine that still dares to blend raw mechanical soul with cutting-edge technology in an era racing towards silence and autonomy. Stay with me until the end of this review, because the 2026 911 Turbo isn't just a car, it's a statement about what driving should feel like. The moment you lay eyes on the 2026 Porsche 911 Turbo, you understand something instantly. Porsche didn't try to reinvent the 911, they perfected it. This car doesn't scream for attention, it commands respect. The wide stance, muscular rear haunches, and iconic silhouette remain unmistakably 911, yet everything feels sharper, more intentional, more mature. Up front, the revised LED matrix headlights stare back at you with quiet confidence, while the sculpted hood and enlarged air intakes hint at the monster lurking beneath. Porsche has refined aerodynamics here, not for show, but for purpose. Every line channels air, every curve improves stability, and the active aero system works silently in the background to keep the car planted at speeds most drivers will never admit reaching. Step around to the rear, and that full-width light bar glows like a signature modern, elegant, and unmistakably Porsche. The quad exhaust tips remind you this is a turbo, not a styling exercise. This is a car built to perform, not pose. Inside, the cabin strikes a rare balance between heritage and futurism. The driving position is perfect, low, centered, and focused. The digital-analog hybrid gauge cluster keeps the iconic tachometer front and center, reminding you that no matter how advanced this car becomes, driving still comes first. Materials feel impeccable. Carbon fiber, brushed metal, nothing is accidental, nothing feels excessive. Press the start button, and the flat-six engine wakes up not with aggression, but with confidence. This is Porsche saying, "We've been doing this longer than anyone else." The 2026 Porsche 911 Turbo is powered by an updated twin-turbocharged 3.8-liter flat-six, now producing even more power than before. With sharper throttle response and improved efficiency, acceleration is nothing short of violent. 0 to 60 happens in what feels like a blink, yet it never feels chaotic. Porsche's all-wheel drive system grips the road with surgical precision, distributing power exactly where it's needed. The car doesn't fight you, it works with you. What truly separates the 911 Turbo from its rivals is how usable that performance is. This isn't a car that scares you into submission. You can drive it calmly through the city, smooth and refined, almost understated. But the moment the road opens up, the Turbo transforms. The steering becomes alive in your hands, the suspension firms with intelligence, and the engine pulls with relentless force all the way to redline. Porsche's adaptive suspension and rear-wheel steering make the car feel smaller than it is, more agile than physics should allow. High-speed corners feel effortless, tight bends feel playful. This is a supercar that doesn't demand perfection, it teaches you confidence. And here's the reason you stay until the end. The 2026 911 Turbo proves that speed alone doesn't define greatness. Control does, balance does, and Porsche has mastered both. In a world rapidly shifting toward electric motors and autonomous systems, the 2026 Porsche 911 Turbo stands as a reminder of why we fell in love with cars in the first place. This isn't just about horsepower figures or lap times, it's about connection. Every input matters, every drive feels special. The Turbo doesn't isolate you from the road, it connects you to it. You feel the surface beneath the tires, the weight transfer through corners, the surge of boost as the turbos spool. It's emotional, mechanical, and deeply human. Yet, Porsche hasn't ignored the future. Advanced driver assistance systems, seamless infotainment, and refined comfort make this a car you could genuinely drive every day. It's practical without being boring, fast without being intimidating, luxurious without losing its soul. The 2026 911 Turbo sends a powerful message. Progress doesn't have to erase passion. Technology doesn't have to replace emotion. And performance doesn't have to sacrifice purity. The 2026 Porsche 911 Turbo isn't chasing trends, it's defining legacy. It's proof that when engineering is driven by passion, the result is timeless. If this is the future of performance cars, then driving still has a very bright, very loud, and very exhilarating future ahead. And that's why the 2026 Porsche 911 Turbo isn't just worth watching, it's worth remembering.